Hola, hoy es jueves, el 5 de noviembre. This is just for you, distance learners. Hoy vamos a tomar apuntes. We're going to take some notes on how to form questions in Spanish. And also, there's an ed puzzle that you need to complete on gustar. It's a really quick and short one. And then you'll have a worksheet. It's a gustar worksheet, both sides due tomorrow. You should have gotten this with your the last set of take-home stuff for distance learning that was available yesterday, Wednesday, for you to pick up. If not, then maybe take a ride up to school and grab it, or you can just print it. But either way, you need to get some stuff from school if you haven't gotten it, okay? So let's talk about how to form questions. Let's begin. So this is on page 8 in your notes packet. You're going to fill this in as you go. If you need to, you can pause this and go get that, and then let's start. Okay, so one way to form a question can be answered by, that can be answered by yes or no, is to raise the pitch of your voice at the end of a declarative statement. So instead of saying, for example, Karen can ride her bike, you could say Karen can ride her bike, and just by creating that or raising your pitch of your voice, then it sounds like a question. You can also do something by inverting the order of your subject and your verb of a declarative statement. So we'll take a look at that and see what that looks like too. And then also the subject may be even placed at the end of the sentence. So it's all about the ordering, and we'll talk about that all in a moment. When writing Spanish questions, remember that you need to include an upside down question mark at the beginning and at the end of the sentence. That's a little bit different from what we do. So let's look at some examples. Here's a statement. Ustedes trabajan los sábados. You all work on Saturdays. If you want to ask that as a question, here's the same form, and all we did was just raise the pitch of your voice at the end. So, ustedes trabajan los sábados? It becomes a question of almost disbelief, like, really? Look at this next one. Carlota busca un mapa. Carlota is looking for a map. We can just raise the pitch of our voice and turn it into a question by saying, Carlota busca un mapa? Here's another one. Ustedes estudian los sábados. Now, all we did was just change your estudian and your ustedes, and you come up with estudian ustedes los sábados by changing the order of your subject and your verb. Just flip-flop them, okay? Also, another one is Carlota regresa a las 6. Regresa a las 6, Carlota. Again, like what we said before, sometimes you could just switch it, and also you can put that subject at the end. So there's a couple of different choices that you have. So questions can also be formed by adding these tags. You can take a statement and add no or verdad. Verdad means right. And so by tagging that at the end, it turns it into a question. So an example would be, ustedes bailan los sábados. You all dance on Saturdays. To making it a question, ustedes bailan los sábados. No. And you only put the punctuation around the part that's being questioned, that the question area is. Carlota llega a las 8 means Carlota arrives at 8, and then Carlota llega a las 8, ¿verdad? Means right. Okay. In Spanish, no can both mean no and yes. That's kind of weird and confusing, isn't it? Therefore, when answering a yes or no question in the negative, all you need to do is add no twice. So you have to answer it negatively, and then you have to restate it negatively. So look at this example. Caminan a la escuela. Do you all walk to school? No, no caminamos a la escuela. No, we do not walk to school. So this no really serves as a do not. If you didn't have the no here, it would be like, no, we walk to school. But you're wanting to say, no, we don't walk to school. Now, forming questions. To ask a question that requires more than a yes or no answer, we use this thing called an interrogative or a question word. When pronouncing this type of question, the pitch of your voice falls at the end. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I really believe in that because I think it can go either way. So, for example, how many students are there? You could say, ¿Cuántos estudiantes hay? See, I like to still raise the pitch of my voice, so I don't know if I really believe in that. Let's keep going. Where are you from? You could say, ¿De dónde eres tú? So I want you to fill these in. This is on your sheet. You should have gotten in your notes. And go ahead and I believe this is, yep. So fill this in. This is along in your notes. And quienes means who or whom. Que means what. Por qué means why. Donde means where. And if you just put a in the front, a donde means to where. De donde means from where. Cuando means when. Como is how. Cuánto or cuánta means how much. And cuántos or cuántas means how many. So, for example, if you had cuánto dinero, that means how much money. If you said cuántos estudiantes, that's how many, okay? Cuál is which, and I want you to add another one where cuál has an es at the end. So cuáles is the plural. If you just add es onto this word, cuáles also means which ones, okay? A qué means at what. Quién, again, just like we have at the top, it means who, and that's if you have a singular form of a verb. And quiénes means, wait, this needs to go, there we go. Quiénes means whom, and it's the plural from the verb. So if I said quién canta, it'd be who sings. But if I said quiénes cantan, that'd be asking about several people. So notice also there's a difference between por qué, written as two different words, and por qué, which is written as one word. Por qué, written as two words, means why, but por qué means because. Okay, so por qué estudias español means why do you study Spanish? And if you say por qué es divertido, written together, smooshed together as one word without the accent, that means because. So finally, there's a little song you can listen to, and I'll just play it. Why not? Listen up. This is not me, by the way. Okay, and so you can listen to this whenever you want if you want to listen to it, but it's Jingle Bells, but it helps us kind of remember those question words. All right, then next you need to complete this little Edpuzzle. You can click right here in Google Slides, or I will provide a link for you in our lesson. But what you'll do is it's an Edpuzzle all about Gustar, and it's a song, and then you'll just answer the multiple choice questions within it. And I want you to do that before you start your homework today. But this is part of your homework as well, so you need to do that, okay? Then finally, this is in your distance learning materials. I included this homework sheet with it. If for some reason you can't find it, you can click here to download it and print it. And this is due tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., both sides. It is a really good worksheet. This time I'll make sure to include the key for it because it is really, really handy. And so complete this, and then I will in a couple of days have the, if maybe tomorrow, we'll see. I'll have the key for you to check your work, but it is really helpful. We will have a quiz on Gustar next Wednesday. So Wednesday, what is the date? The 11th. There will be a quiz just on the verb gustar, okay? And that's all you have. So just make sure that you took notes on forming questions, complete that Gustar Edpuzzle, and then Gustar worksheet, both sides due tomorrow by 9:30 in the morning. And that is it for now. Hasta luego. Ciao.